All right. So this story takes place in Maui. Living out of my car, right? And I'm at this spot in Kihei. There's grass. There's a little park to work out. There's good showers. There's like, it's a spot, you know. Sometimes they do free food in the morning just for people like me. Like, this spot was awesome, super great. And I'm sitting there in my car, about to take my shower, and this man comes running up with this fish. All right, he's running up with this fish and just throws it on the hood of my car. He's like, "Can anybody cook this? I've got epilepsy. Can anybody cook this? I used to spear them. I used to poke them all the time, you know, down there. But I got epilepsy and I can't see them no more. So I've been fishing for years, and I got one. Can somebody cook it?" And I was like, "Oh my God!" I was like, "This is a lot." I was like, "First off, you happen to pick the perfect person to ask." I was like, "Because I have a stove, like a little portable stove in the back of my trunk. I spearfish all the time, so not only can I cook it, I can fillet it, and I have the knife, the scaler, the seasonings." I was like, "Buddy, you picked the right guy." I was like, "Yeah, dude, let's do this." I was like, "Yeah, I'll fillet it, I'll cook it." I was like, "Let's have dinner." You know, I was like, "I got eggs and bagels, some other things in my car." I was like, "We're gonna feast, Jeffrey." Me and Jeffrey about to go in. But what an intro, you know, he just runs up with this fish and epilepsy and so much energy. Anyways, I started talking to him, and he was really nice. He kept saying I reminded him of his son. He's like, "Yeah, y'all both, you're V'd out, you know." I was like, "What you mean?" And he's like, "Well, you're like a Dorito chip. You know, you just complete V'd out. You know, whoop, just like a chip." I was like, "All right, thanks, I think, Jeffrey, maybe." And so, anyways, it's all like really intense, like all the conversation and everything we're doing. But I'm cooking the fillet the fish, and I'm cooking the fish, and cooking the eggs inside the bagels, and we're making these big sandwiches. It was like it's one of my favorite fish is omilu, and he just happened to have it, which was amazing. I mean, this is like blessings for both of us. You know, that's just how it goes sometimes. It's just incredible. And so I'm cooking these. A lot of these stories, like that's for sure already the peak. But the story's not done. But it doesn't get any better than that. That's ridiculous. But it's like, it's just over, or do I finish it? I don't know. I'm new at this, but yeah, we cook it, and we just start talking, and he's just telling me all these things about his journey and his life, and about how the island has taken care of him for so long, and he telling me he likes this necklace, and I happen to have another one on me that I had just made, and so I gave him, like when he got back in his car, I came up and I gave him that necklace, and he started crying, and he was like, nobody's ever given me anything, just going on, and he gives me this massive leather coat, like a nice coat, and he's like, "You're gonna need this." And I was like, I didn't even doubt it at the time. I was like, "Thank you so much." I mean, I'm in Maui. It's beautiful and sunny so far. Like, I haven't needed a coat. I've been living in my bathing suit always. But I was like, "Thank you so much. Like, this is, I'm sure, something very dear to you, and you gave it to me. I appreciate it so much." That night, I drove up Haleakala, okay? House of the Rising Sun. It's a mountain. It's over 10,000 feet high. I'd never been before. It got down to like 54 degrees at night, and I'm sleeping outside, like, because I want to see the stars. It's beautiful up there. It's stunning. It's one of the most magical places on earth. But I'm sleeping outside, and I just have my sleeping bag. But I had this leather coat. If I didn't have that leather coat, I don't know what I would have done. I would have had to sleep in my car and like turn it on periodically and run the heat. But I had Jeffrey's coat. It's just amazing. I ran into him again, you know, like a week later, and told him the story. It's just incredible. I'll never forget him.